Hi Pisces, welcome to Pythia's Prophecy Tarot. This is a general love reading for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Pisces, let's see what's the message for you. Okay, and yeah, please do keep in mind it's general, it's not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate at all, please don't force it to fit. Okay, but you could try checking out your moon and rising signs, especially, they may resonate more. So let's see, Pisces, what's the message here for Pisces? 12 card spread. Let's see what's the message for Pisces. Pisces, what's the message here? Ooh, the Lovers, the first card out. Okay. What's the message for Pisces? The Two of Cups, a Tower. Okay. Death, the Hanged Man. Okay. Message for Pisces. Magician. Nine of Swords. Message for Pisces. The Fool. Okay. Four more. What's the message here for Pisces? Three of Swords. The Devil and the Moon. And one last card. Message for Pisces. The Hermit. With the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So fated events. Ooh, we've got the Hierophant beneath that. Okay. Change as well. Okay. Some kind of change, and it may impact a committed relationship. And the first card out was the Lovers. So I think this is, with the cards I'm seeing here, I mean, for some of you, this is a love connection. Okay. I mean, it's a lover. There's love here. There's, with the Lovers and the Two of Cups, you are very much in love with this person, Pisces. They're in love with you. And yet, with the Tower and Death, it's ended all of a sudden. Okay, it could have come as a real shock to you with the Tower that this is ending. That someone feels differently about this, right? About this relationship. Yeah. And someone, either you or the other person, whoever, could feel that they've been manipulated, okay? Because it's come out of the blue, right? That this ended. There's anxiety around this ending. And someone's wondering now if they will ever get, are they going to have this chance? But I'm also getting that someone may be feeling like they were manipulated, okay, or something in some way, and there's anxiety that they may have done something reckless here. I think there's an anxiety that some sort of reckless action has been taken. And I do think with the Three of Swords, the Devil, the Lovers, I feel this could be a third party for some of you, okay? With the Moon as well, it feels like things, things that are going on under the, not in the open, right? This feels like a forbidden connection. And someone's very focused on this with the Hermit, okay? Yeah, so it feels like a love connection that was forbidden has suddenly ended. Because now suddenly someone feels differently, okay? They're racked with guilt, maybe. Maybe they think they did something very reckless here. Okay. Let's see. Pisces. What's the message here for Pisces? Message for Pisces. What are the Lovers there for Pisces? Why are the Lovers there for Pisces? Page of Pentacles. and the Emperor. Okay. Yeah, so someone took action towards a lover. Someone instigated this. Oh, yeah, with the devil. I feel it was a temptation. Okay, it was something forbidden. It was a temptation. This person did it anyway. Let's look at the Two of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Lovers. Yeah. They move towards this lover. Okay, someone that they do love. But with the Seven of Swords, it is deceptive as well. This person has given into a temptation, this Emperor. Let's look at the Tower, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Yeah. And the fact, and this affair is basically ended with the Tower. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. This person's moving on. They've ended it. The Emperor. Let's look at Death. Queen of Cups. And the Seven of Cups. And if you know, this is you, Pisces, the Queen of Cups. I think this ending has come as a shock to you. There's confusion now, right? Like you're not sure what the hell's going on with this person. Because everything seemed to be going very well. And then all of a sudden, it's like they ended this affair, okay? It is an affair, that's what I'm getting. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Six of Pentacles reversed. And the King of Wands. Yeah, they don't want to give to this anymore. They're seeing the situation differently. Okay, now they're conflicted with the Five of Swords. Let's look at the Magician. Six of Cups. And the Five of Pentacles. I think they feel like they're being manipulated a little bit, okay, into turning their backs maybe on family, maybe even children, okay, for some of you. With the Nine of Wands, they want to hold on to that, okay. This person may feel like they're being pushed into turning their back. That's what I feel. This Emperor, you know. Let's look at this Nine of Swords. Like maybe you're in a relationship with them, Pisces, and you thought that they were going to leave their family, okay, for you. But this person maybe had no intention of doing that. And now they feel like they're being pushed to do it, okay. Let's look at that Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords. And the Page of Cups, yeah. They're very stressed about this, okay. But they're also stressed about ending it with their family. That's what I'm getting, okay, with whoever they're already connected to. Now, I just did Aries and it seemed like a mirror reading. So if you are dealing with an Aries and we have the Emperor here, I mean, please check that out. Let's look at the Fool. Yeah, the Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. Anxiety and regret. This person feels like a fool now, okay. This Emperor energy is very worried that they've done something very foolish here because, you know, they gave into a temptation. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords also true. They gave into a temptation and got into a connection with this third party, right? Who may or may not be you, Pisces. And suddenly it's hit them that, hey, they're expected to turn their back on their kids and their past, okay? And it's not something they're prepared to do. Now, let's look at that Three of Swords. Four of Cups. And the Ten of Cups. Yeah, they're not, the same thing came out for Aries. So if you're dealing with an Aries, definitely check that out. But yeah, they're not interested in hurting their family. That's what I'm getting, okay? Let's look at the Devil. The Nine of Cups. And the Fool. Yeah, they did something recklessly here. They gave into a temptation, the Nine of Cups and the Fool, right? They just did it. They just went for it. Yeah, but I mean, they could even be telling you, okay, if you're the third party, that they regret doing this, that they regret the affair. Let's look at the Moon, Ace of Cups, and one more, Five of Wands. Yeah, and you could be fighting with them. I feel whoever the third party is fighting with this person now because there was an expectation that they would leave their family behind and move towards a third party, and that's not happening, okay. Now let's look at the Hermit. Strength. There's a Hermit there for Pisces. Yeah, Strength, Six of Swords. This person is going to overcome their temptation, the strong sexual pull that they have towards a third party. They're going to overcome that and just move on, okay? Because they're not prepared to hurt their family. That's what I'm getting. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, it could be that it's run its course, okay? It may have, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's time, okay? It had its time and now it's over. It feels like that. It's okay. That's kind of how it feels, like it's run its course. And this person is now going to leave. Now, let's clarify a bit more. I think it's this Emperor energy who is the Hermit. Okay, they could have withdrawn from you now, Pisces, if you're the third party here. Okay, because they're tired of the fights, right? But they're not prepared to leave. Let's look at the Emperor. Yeah, Ace of Wands is this person. Okay, let's look at the Lovers. Yeah, Judgment. See, they've had a recognition about this, okay, about the choice that they have to make. They either have to choose you or they got to choose their family, and they're choosing their family. That's what I'm getting. Maybe they have kids and stuff, okay. But now it's filling you with a lot of confusion. Let's look at that Seven of Cups. Yeah, King of Swords, Two of Wands. You know, you thought this person was very clear about the path to take, and so you're wondering why are they not doing this now? You know, you thought that they were very clear, but they're not. They're confused. Okay, they are conflicted, and on some level, I think they feel like they're being pushed. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. They no longer want to try to build something solid. Okay. With you, if you're the third party, they feel differently. Now let's look at this Five of Pentacles. Yeah, death. See, they feel like they're being pushed to end their past. Death, Knight of Cups, like they're meant to end it and move on, and it's not something they're prepared to do. Okay. Let's look at that Nine of Swords. Yeah, Four of Swords. This person's had some time to cool their jets with the Four of Swords and think about this. Earlier they were just really carried away, right, with that Ace of Wands, but now it's like they've had time. Doubt has set in, okay, guilt has set in, and they've, you know, yeah, they've just had time to think about it, and now they're filled with a lot of fear and regret. Let's look at that Five of Cups. Yeah, the King of Cups. I mean, this person has feelings for you, Pisces. Okay, you're the Queen of Cups here. They are in love. They do have feelings. They're just not prepared to end what, you know, they're not prepared to hurt the people that they're with or turn their backs on their family or the children or whatever. Let's look at that Four of Cups. Yeah, see, they've learned that they're not interested with that Four of Cups, you know, in shunning their family. Okay, they're not interested in telling their family. They're not interested in shunning them. Let's look at the Fool. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. That's what I feel, you know, with that Wheel of Fortune there. It feels like this person was meant to take this fall. This person was meant to explore this, okay, indulgent side with the devil. Maybe it's a karmic lesson for them, okay? It could be a karmic lesson. And with the Wheel of Fortune as well here, it feels like it's done its time. It's run its course. That's what I feel. It's run its course. I mean, you are soulmates with this person, but all soulmates, you know, soulmates sometimes come together to learn lessons, and I think this was some kind of lesson. Okay, let's look at the Five of Wands. Four of Wands. Yeah, I think there's a lot of fights about keeping this hidden from the family, right? This third party person, whoever it is, wants a serious committed relationship. They don't just want to be the third party. They want to be the spouse. They want to live in the house together, you know, all that. So there's a lot of fights about the fact that this Emperor is not willing to take that next step. Okay, and let's look at Strength. Yeah, the Lovers, you're going to hold back from this person. I mean, not you, whatever, this Hermit energy, okay? They're going to move on. That's what I feel. Let's look at that Six of Swords. Yeah. Empress. Star. I think you're this Empress and the Star, okay? But it's like they're holding back from taking action towards you. They don't want this new life with you, okay? I mean, they want it, but they're not prepared to do whatever they have to do to have it. That's what I feel. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Okay. Yeah. This person does have strong feelings for you, okay? They're just not prepared to do what they have to do here. Okay. It does feel like a fated lesson. Like maybe you as a soulmate have come into their life to see if they would be willing to make the sacrifice, to do what needs to be done, but they're not willing to do it, okay? So let's see, what is the advice here for this Queen of Cups, let's say. What's the advice for the Queen of Cups? The Emperor and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this person is tired. You know, they are deceiving you with the Seven of Swords, okay? We do have strength beneath that. So they are planning to hold back from this connection with the Seven of Swords. This person is being deceptive. With the Emperor, they feel it's their decision, right? Because they are the ones who have to leave something behind. Yeah, so if you're confused, about what this person is going to do, whatever they said they're going to do, they're not going to do that with that Seven of Swords, okay? They are going to hold back from this. That's what I'm getting, okay? All right, Pisces, that's your reading. Hope you found that insightful. Please do tell me in the comments if it resonates. I'd love to hear from you. And do hit like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It really helps the channel. I'd be super grateful, and I'll see you next time.